Live to talk about the Cosmic Champs beta test. That's right, we are talking about that today. Got to play with it a little this morning, and I gotta say, early indications, it's really, really good. So I'm very happy with it. This isn't my standard live stream. Frankly, normally I would do a video, but I just got to get this thing. Indications, it's really, really good. Oh no, I'm very happy with it. Sorry, I had the page there pulled up. Great content, right? All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about this thing, and we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you how you can still play today as well. So stay tuned to the end of the broadcast because we're going to talk about how you can play if you haven't gotten the beta pass yet. So it went live this morning, 7 a.m. Australia time, as I understand. I'm here in the States, in the Midwest, so it's I think that was about 2 in the morning when I did the conversion. Now, just to be clear, there's no earn function yet, but what you do need to have an Android phone, so you will have to have Android to play the game. I actually borrowed one because I'm all Apple. All my stuff is Apple, so I had to borrow an Android phone and scramble last night to get it all set up. So that is ready to go. Now, what else about this? No, there's no earn function yet, but you can play battles against other players. It's pretty fun. I'm going to show you that in just a second. And just to be clear, this is a very early beta, so it's only going to be live for 24 hours. So this is basically, it's one shot where they can test out the game, get a bunch of reports about bugs, go fix all the bugs, spend a few weeks doing that, and then the beta will be out for longer. But I got to say, just before we even get into it, it's really good. It's actually really good. I didn't see any bugs when I played 2 games so far, 1 to try it out and then get a sense of it, and 2 to record. Not to brag, but I did win both of them. Usually I'm not that great at video games, so it was kind of fun to be able to win a game. And I do want to, full disclosure, the founder, Maddie Blanchard, had offered to send me a rare hammer NFT, kind of as a thank you for all the Cosmic Champs videos that I've done. And I told him that I would only accept the NFT if he was okay with me disclosing that to you guys, to make sure you're aware that I will be receiving. I haven't received it yet, as far as I know, but I will be receiving that NFT, and I want to make sure that's clear. And I also said that I would only accept it as long as they are clear that it won't affect my honest review. And I totally okay with that. Absolutely encourage that. Maddie's a good guy. I've interviewed him on the channel. And honestly, it was great. The great thing is the game so far is really good. I'm very happy with it. So it's not a problem anyway. But I do want to disclose that to you guys, just to any potential conflict of interest, just so you guys are aware. We're going to talk about how to get it. Let's just take a look at the game. I recorded one and I have it up right now. So here we go. Let's see. No, Windows. Here it is. And then we'll just play through it. I don't think it has any sound. Oops, I've been clicking on the thing. So here we go. This is what, when you hit the matchmaking, it'll find an opponent for you. Now, the very first time I tried this, it didn't find an opponent and it kicked out. But then after that, it did work. So this is how it's set up. So you basically have this is basically a tower defense game, and you have a deck of characters that will battle. Now you see the little meter at the bottom. This took me a second to figure out, but the little meter at the bottom, that's kind of like your mana, and you can see the cost for each one to deploy them, what that is, and you can actually choose kind of where you're placing them too. So if you see someone coming up on you on the left, you can deploy someone on the left to block them. And then, of course, your characters are going to, now they're all moving automatically, just to be clear. So once you put them on the field, it's kind of like an auto battle. So they'll either defend the other guys, or if you have spare people, they will go out there. So you want to keep the strategy, from what I can see, is that you really want to keep an eye on your meter. So your stronger characters are also going to cost more. So early on, your meter doesn't move very fast. So you're probably going to play a lot of less strong characters is the strategy. And then as the meter starts moving faster, you can start deploying some of the more advanced characters, because you'll just reach them quickly. Now this one I kind of waited so I could get that one out. And you can see they had more than I do, but they're not really attacking yet. Now my other guy's moving up. So what I did is I deployed one big one and then a bunch of little ones. So you can see your tower, your base there has like basically three hit point type people, hit point parameters. And so your two are your lasers, so they're going to help defend the base. So they'll attack the other. Oh, I don't know why it stopped there. Yeah, I'm not sure why that stopped. There it goes again. Uh, so your lasers will keep they'll protect your base, and then of course once they get through the lasers, then they're going to try to attack the base itself. As you can see, I'm already winning because I've got their two lasers are way down. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It keeps pausing for some reason on the player. I'm not really sure why it keeps doing that. There it goes. Too many windows open here. I'm going to close Firefox here. Close that now. Maybe that'll help. Did not pause in the game. It's actually very smooth. I didn't encounter any problems with it, and I was kind of keeping an eye out a little bit for that. But it is really fun because you're just like constantly flicking these guys out, and the battles are exciting. Seriously, man. So we're pretty close. Like we're taking shots at that base. It's almost gone. I am purple, by the way. There we go. Boom. And then it just kind of goes back to the main screen. Yeah, so that's the game. I mean, I think it's really fun. I was really happy with it so far, and there's going to be more features and things. The one thing I'll say is, pardon me a second. One thing I'll say is I didn't see my NFT that I'd bought, and I thought that the beta was going to allow for that. I could be wrong, but I didn't see my NFT that I had bought, so that I would be able to play the beta. So now, okay, let's talk about how to get into it. Let me find my notes here. So to get in, like I said, you will have to have the beta pass. And to get the beta pass, you have to be whitelisted. You get whitelisted by having the first season NFT. Now, there is another way to do it. But what you'll do is you'll actually download the game from beta.cosmicchamps.com. And you can do that without being whitelisted. You just won't be able to play it. So if you want to just, even if you aren't whitelisted and just want to like see the app, I guess you could download it that way. Again, you do have to have Android. Won't work on Apple as far as I know. I guess I didn't try it, but it's not in the Google Play Store. You have to download it from beta.cosmicchamps.com. And then now there's another way to get it. There's a lot of instructions. You want to go to their Medium page. They have a really good Medium page that kind of walks you through the whole process. The one thing is, even if you get opted in, they have to distribute them. And I don't know if they're doing more distributions anymore in the game. They're going to do any more distributions. Like I said, it's only live for 24 hours, but you can get the Singularity beta pass directly if you go to Algo Gems or I don't know. I think they're on Rand Gallery as well too, but I saw them on Algo Gems. They're going for about 55 to 85 thereabouts algo. So if you think that's worth it to check it out, you can do that. That's a way to get it. I don't know if you also need the NFT. I don't think you do. I think you just need the Singularity. You just need that beta pass. So you can actually buy the beta pass in the secondary market. So that's one way you can play today. But remember, it's only for 24 hours. I'm recording this on Friday about 11 a.m. Central Time. So I think it'll be live till like about 2 in the morning, my time, I believe, which is 7 a.m. Australian time. So something really important to keep in mind. But overall, I got to say, very happy with the gameplay so far. I think they did a great job. It'll be really interesting to see how the earn mechanics work, because we're not going to get a look at that here. They want to get the game right first, and I totally understand that. But yeah, I was hoping I was a little bit relieved, to be honest, because I had very high hopes for the game. I was hoping it was going to be good. And, there's always a little bit of a worry that, I try not to hype the game too much because it's like, hey, let's play the game first. Let's get an idea how it is, and then we'll talk about it. I try not to, because generally I don't do content at all and stuff that isn't out. My whole thing with the channel is to try stuff out and see how it works. And so this one, it's too big. You have to kind of talk about it because it's such a big part of the ecosystem. Of course, the downside with that is like you said, you're talking about something that didn't come out. So, like I said, I'm very, very relieved that the game actually ended up being awesome. Very, very happy about that. If you guys have any questions, I will stay live for another 5 minutes. If you guys want to leave anything in the chat, I'm happy to answer. Otherwise, the main point, I'm mostly doing a live stream just so I could kind of spit this video out, really get this video out really fast instead of taking the time to try to go through the editing process. And I'm not a good video editor. I'm a better information gatherer, I guess. So otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching, and hope you guys are staying safe out there. Like I said, go to the Medium page to get all the instructions, Cosmic Champs Medium page to get all the instructions on how to play the game. You can still get in if it's before 2 a.m. Saturday Central Time, not sure, or 7 a.m. Australia time. I'm not sure the rest of them. And anyway, hope you guys are doing well out there, and we'll see you next time.